Welcome back. My name is Dakota Oswalt. I'm the managing editor for the Northwest Missourian and your host for News in a Minute. Let's get into this week's stories. The Northwest Board of Regents held a meeting on October 24th. Regent Leisha Berry was welcomed as the newest member to the board, while Regent John Moore and Roxana Swaney said their goodbyes after stepping down over the summer. Moore said he's appreciative of the time he spent on the Board of Regents. "Every moment I spent, I always did feel like I was trying to do what was best for the university," Moore said. "It's a magical experience that not many people get to have." Next, Diane Houston, the former Maryville Public Library director, has died at 78 years old. Houston worked at the library from 1979 to 2009, where she involved herself in multiple projects. Current Maryville Public Library Director Stephanie Patterson said Houston played an influential role in the library's renovation and expansion from 1996 to 2001. "I watch visitors of all ages come into the library building so I can see on their faces when they look up and around and they enjoyed the expansion," Patterson said. That's Diane's work almost 30 years ago that made all that possible. Finally, the Joining Older and Younger program has been reinstated after a 5-year hiatus. The Horace Mann Laboratory School hosted its first event September 17th and will continue to do so throughout the school year. This program takes kindergartners and transitional kindergartners on a trip once a month to the retirement home Oak Point of Maryville. Leet Center infant-toddler teacher Lauren McCormick said initiating these programs that help with social connection can aid children with their developmental skills. Now let's get into the Digging Deeper interview with your host, Hannah Claywell, Missourian Editor-in-Chief.
Welcome back to the interview portion of Digging Deeper. In this segment, I'll be getting the inside scoop from the reporter of the top story each week. Today, I'll be talking to news reporter Rhea Salerno, who wrote about a new donation program. Welcome, Rhea. To get us started, could you explain what the Fuel Up and Give Back program is?
The Fuel Up and Give Back program is a program started by Agriland FS, where customers will go to their fast stops, and every portion of the money that they receive will go towards local programs and organizations as a way to just support local businesses.
So why did Agriland FS start this program?
Well, Agriland FS wanted to start the program just as a way to support local businesses because it is based out in Iowa. Doesn't have a lot of locations, but they really wanted to try and support their community in some way.
The Maryville Fire Department was able to qualify for this program. What made them able to do that?
Well, they wanted to go with fire departments first because October is Fire Prevention Month. So they decided that Maryville is a great place to start because they support both Maryville and outside communities.
And what will the donations given to the fire department be?
So far, the donations will go towards upgrading equipment for the firefighters, including gas monitors and safety equipment, just anything so that their volunteer firefighters and full-time firefighters can be safer.
So what were you able to learn about with covering this story?
Well, I learned that fire departments are actually mostly volunteer for a lot of the state and a lot of the United States, and it's just kind of decreasing a little bit, so they need more support than ever. So this program is really great to give them the money, the funds, and the new equipment that they need.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Rhea, and for all that amazing information. For more stories like this, make sure to check out nwmissourinews.com or pick up a paper from one of the stands around campus. I'm Hannah Claywell, and thank you for watching. See you next week.